welcome back to Yard Sale Squad. I just thought I would take you along and show you some things that I'm loving, show you some of my summer favorite things at the moment, and just let you kind of spend a weekend in July with us. As I get further along in my postpartum journey, one thing I have really enjoyed is moving my body in ways that feel achievable, in ways that make sense for me. Working out has been one of those things, and these Grow with Jo workouts have been an encouragement. She is a mom and she is very relatable, so I have enjoyed these a lot. One thing I have been pondering recently is our capability to do things throughout any given day. I think oftentimes we feel bound by time and limitations, maybe our children, our environment, and all of those things certainly do exist. But I have just noticed that not if I make my goal, how much can I accomplish in a day, but just what things can I do today? It's not about fitting everything in, but it's just about seeing what you can achieve. And oftentimes, it's more than we think. One thing that I have been working on is my children have been asking what they can do to earn some spending money. We don't do a set allowance. They do have chores they have to do all of the time. But I made a list of some jobs for hire that if they want to complete them, they can earn some money. And I put a little scripture down at the bottom. So we're going to try this out and see how it goes. I made the most delicious recipe for a ladies' fellowship at our church, and it was for bruschetta. It is so simple, such simple ingredients: tomatoes, balsamic vinegar, basil, some oil, salt and pepper, and you put it on top of these little toasted crostinis. So today I'm having the leftovers on a toasted bagel, and it was absolutely delicious. All right, so it is Friday evening and we are headed on a date night, and I thought I would just kind of show you what I am wearing. It is very, very hot, so I didn't do anything with my hair other than just pull it back in a ponytail. So this is something that I have thrifted since we had our son. So let me pan down and I'll show it to you. I really like it. The brand is Who What Wear, and it is a sleeveless dress that has a collar. It's really a nice, sorry, I've got light coming in from the skylight. It is really a nice material. It is a nice thickness. It has pockets. So yeah, I have really appreciated this dress. This is my second time wearing it, and I'm just wearing my sun sandals with it. I'm wearing my little gold and kind of diamond hoops and my normal makeup. So we're gonna go have a good time. The kids are spending the night at grandparents' house. Harrison is gonna stay there while we go have dinner, and it's just gonna be just a nice little reprieve. I so love being needed, but it's also nice to just breathe. So I'm really looking forward to date night, and I'm excited about what I'm wearing. This was a really good thrift find. You guys know me, I've been enjoying my iced coffee, so today is no different. We bought this Keurig at a thrift store whenever we were getting ready to move into this house, and it does have the attachment on the side that has the milk frother built in. I really enjoy being able to have it, and while it's not so fancy, and I'm sure this is not the quality of a coffee shop, it does really tastes nice, and I appreciate the process of making it. We don't have an ice maker, so I fill up our ice cubes all throughout the week and I just use those. I wonder if you have an ice maker at home or if you are also using ice trays like me. everybody. Today is the next day. It's Saturday. Emily and I just got back from yard sales, and we actually did a whole new kind of fun video concept for you, so that's going to be coming soon. I just did another Grow with Joe workout, and oh my goodness, it was hard, but it was good. So I did some sweating. That was good. And I'm out here at my flower garden, so I wanted to show you what it looks like. All right, so the fence needs pressure washing, so you'll just have to excuse that. But here is what we are working with. Now, clearly, we got started late. You know, having a baby and all that will do that to you, but I did still want to get things in the ground. So I've got a couple different things here. Pretty much this whole front row is different varieties of zinnias. You can hear the bugs coming out now. And actually we have a couple that are starting to bud. So there's one. I think we have a total of 4 buds right now. There's our second one. And then we have one on this plant, and then we have one down there as well. So most of these bigger ones that you see actually were volunteers from last year. So that's where seed fell from our zinnias last year, and they just bedded down in the soil and they came up. So they had actually kind of come up all over the place, and I dug them up and kind of planted them more in a line. And then from about here over, these are some different varieties of zinnias that one of my friends gave me. She gave me quite a few things. She gave me some herbs. She gave me some yarrow. She gave me, this is some sort of salvia that she gave me. And then she gave me 2 different varieties of zinnias. Here are the pots they came in. So I have a pink senorita zinnia and a giant cactus zinnia. Unfortunately, I don't remember which one I put where. I know that this group of 4 is one and this group of 4 is another, but I don't remember. Since these are larger, maybe these are the giant. I don't know, we'll see. So then I have my volunteer zinnias down here, and then all of this, and there's some thunder in the distance. All of this will be cosmos. So you can see they're just starting to sprig up, and we have lots of them here. And then somehow, I don't know if I did this or if they migrated over here. I have some cosmos over here as well. Maybe I got confused and just sprinkled them in there. I don't remember doing that, but anyway. And then the other thing that she gave me are dahlias. So I have 4 dahlias right here, and I'm new to dahlias. I've never grown them before, so this will be a new experience. I don't see any sort of like buds or startings of flowers yet, but they look like they're doing okay. Hey everybody, so I have a baby in my arms who is attempting to go to sleep. So you may hear him breathing, and he may or may not go to sleep while I'm talking about this with you. But I wanted to sit down and share with you just a couple of the things that I have been loving over the summer. Some of my just like feels like summertime favorites. So some of these will be things that I've mentioned before, but some of these will be brand new. So the first one is living in step with the weather and the temperature. So we live in North Carolina, and it gets pretty warm, certainly not compared to some areas of the world, but you know, it's pretty average during the summer for us to see temperatures in the 90s. And so that's kind of where we are. So it's become kind of a natural rhythm to make most of our outside time early and late, and then in the middle of the day try to find good things to do inside. And I don't feel guilty about doing that because it is just so balmy and humid and hot outside. So that kind of segues me into my second thing that I have been loving, which is morning time in my flower bed. I was very late getting the flowers started this year. I think I probably have mentioned that, but I have flowers in the ground now. So I have dahlias, I have zinnias, I have cosmos, and then I just recently got some cherry tomato plants given to me by a family member. So those are in the ground. I think that spending time outside first thing in the morning is so beneficial. I know there's actual research behind that, and I think it's just it's such a great way to ground yourself, to practice gratitude, to get fresh air, just all of those things, to get some sunshine. So I've really been enjoying my time in the garden in the mornings. Skincare from Aldi. So I am not somebody who has to have the most expensive, best of the best, but I do want to have things that are nice, that are at least ingredients that are not going to be harmful to me. So I started looking at the skincare that they offer at Aldi. I have been using, for the past maybe 6 months, I've been using their body lotion as well as their face wash and their face lotion. So I will put those here. The body lotion has colloidal oats in it, and it is supposed to be like a dupe for the Aveeno, I forget what it's called, but I'll put the price comparison here. And then as well as the face wash is supposed to be a dupe for CeraVe or CeraVe. The face lotion doesn't really say what it is supposed to be kind of imitating, but I have really enjoyed using all of those products. I know at least the lotion says it has no parabens, maybe no phthalates. Anyway, it's free of several things. It's also fragrance free, which I appreciate. So I have kind of been using that all over, on my legs, my arms, on my stomach, kind of to help with my stretch marks. Just kind of been using that all over. And then of course I've been using the face wash and the face lotion every day. So I will put those here as well as the price comparisons. Another thing that I know I have mentioned before is iced coffee. Not just drinking it or meeting friends out for coffee, but I've also enjoyed watching people like make their own coffee at home on Instagram. I just think it's really interesting to see how everybody does it, what ingredients they add. It's just kind of relaxing, so I've kind of gotten into watching that. While we're on Instagram, there are a couple of channels that I have been enjoying. One is called Savvy Mac, and I will kind of put a couple of clips here to show you. She loves thrifting, and I just love seeing what she gets and how she uses it. She's also gone through her closet and been kind of paring things down. So she has tried on every piece of clothing in her closet and gone by category and shown what she's keeping and what she's donating and why. That's just been really interesting to me. So if you like my Project 333 content, you'll probably like this as well. The other channel is called The Rich Goodwill, and it is a girl who, she literally drives around to neighborhoods and finds things that people are giving away that are just like on the curb. And it's so interesting just what people choose to throw away. Many times it's things that are in perfectly good shape, or maybe they just need like a little bit of cleaning. And I have just really enjoyed, she'll get in her car and she'll say hat on, sunglasses on, you know, let's go see what rich people are throwing away. And it is so interesting. This is very random and different for me, but Blue Apron meal kits. So I use the Fetch app. It is an app where you can scan your receipts and then you get points towards a cash gift. It can be a gift card to lots of different places. I have cashed mine in at Old Navy and been able to buy some clothing for myself. But one of the things that I noticed on the Fetch app was that there was a large point reward if you got a subscription with Blue Apron. So I went into this knowing that I could cancel the subscription at any time, but whenever you start with Blue Apron, you get, I think it's 1 meal free. And so I signed up and we did it for just a few weeks, and then I put a pause on our subscription. But it was so fun. If you've never done a meal subscription before, first of all, I would encourage you to get the Fetch app. I'll put my code down below. You can get the points for that and then start accruing so you can earn a gift card to the place of your choosing. But it's just such a fun thing to do, especially if you have kids, because everything is pre-measured out for you. So the box comes to your door. It's in like refrigerated, you know, packaging. It's in cold packs, and it has everything that you need in there except for like maybe oil and salt and pepper. So I will put a couple of the meals that we made. I think I took some pictures and some videos. They were delicious, they were fun, they didn't take very long to make, and like I said, everything that you need is included in the box. So that's Blue Apron meals. Also, if you do the Blue Apron meals, use those points on the Fetch app. Now, of course, you guys know that I am all about frugality and cooking and living within your means, so using a meal kit is not something that I'm going to do all the time because, of course, it's not as cost effective as shopping on your own and supplying those ingredients on your own. But absolutely, if money was not an object, and it wasn't really a big deal, I would do meal kits often. Another thing I have really been enjoying is our summer schedule. You've probably seen the summer schedules on different places, Instagram or Pinterest, that kind of go through what the day-to-day is going to be like, what the expectations are going to be, and I decided to make our own. It was something I'd been thinking about for a while. So I will have a video coming up talking about that summer schedule. And I know we're kind of getting toward the end of summer, but I think that this can be helpful even in different applications throughout the school year. So anyway, I have a video on that coming, but kind of assigning a purpose to every day, and then also having certain expectations for the kids every day. It's been really nice for the structure of our family and the way that our home runs. So look out for that video. It'll be coming soon. All right, the last two things are just style things. In the summer, I always love any sort of straw, rattan kind of finish. So whether it's in hats, or I have a really beautiful bag that I got at a yard sale, I love that. I have a new straw planter over here that I just got from a yard sale. I love that look. And then also, I love any sort of gingham, and I was going to say a color, but honestly so many. Yellow gingham, green, red is like a classic, blue. So any sort of gingham I have just been loving for the summertime. All right, you guys, well, that is all for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I would love to know down below what are some of your favorite things for summertime. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.